Well, Parks and Recreation star Chris Pratt is throwing away his drom-com suit and gearing up for a movie that's out of this world.
Here's our entertainment reporter with more details on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, good morning, Zach and Alex. Our Hollywood happening today travels into the cosmos with Guardians of the Galaxy, where confident adventurer Peter Quill, played by Chris Pratt, finds himself the object of an unrelenting bounty hunt after stealing a mysterious orb.
There's definitely the element of the Western. I know that that's a huge genre for James Gunn. He loves the Western, and there is that element to this. I mean, there's Rooker's whistle when he Yondu's whistle takes his coat back, shows his sidearm, has the whistle. I know that that's from one of James's very favorite Westerns, and yeah, there's definitely that element to this.
The movie opens for your character as Peter Quill's or Star-Lord in 1988.
Yes.
That's significant in the film as far as your character. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He was 9 years old at that time, which is the same age I was in 1988. And so going into this, I had to imagine what life would be like if I was cut off from Earth at that age. So all of any reference I make to Earth would be pre-1988. All of my influences would be things like
Kevin Bacon,
Footloose, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Star Wars. This is a movie that this kid would have watched, and now he's out in space, and he gets to kind of, in a way, be his own Han Solo. You know, those were all things that were greatly influential.
And he ends up with this ragtag team. What an ensemble that they put together. James, he says it was like an all-star group.
Yeah, it felt like that. Yeah, definitely. I come from Earth, a planet of outlaws. My name is Peter Quill. There's one other name you might know me by. Star-Lord.
Who?
Well, Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Guys, forget it. So here we are. A thief, 2 thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out the galaxy. I guess we're stuck together, partners.
Are you telling me the fate of 12 billion people is in the hands of these criminals?
Oh, yeah.
And of course the music, very important.
Really important and not gratuitous at all. I think that when music is a huge part of movie making, obviously, and a big tool in the medium of cinema, but I really like it when it's justified, when it makes sense why this song is playing at the time. And with this, it all makes sense because Peter Quill has this mixtape that he listens to that's emotional core of the movie. And every time you hear one of these songs, they show that this song is actually playing in the environment. That's pretty neat.
Speaking of playing, and we talked a little bit about this off camera, playing with those props,
yes.
The spacecrafts, the weapons, the costumes, everything.
Yes, it was unbelievable. I had so much fun. They had to actually cut sometimes and tell me to stop making the sounds with my mouth as I shot with the blasters, because I was going like this. Cut. What? They said you're actually making the sound with your mouth like a kid out in the woods playing guns. I said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just kind of caught up in the moment.
Zoe Saldana stars in Guardians of the Galaxy as Gamora, an orphan from an alien world who was raised by the mysterious Thanos to become the perfect weapon and his personal assassin.
And she's a distant relative to Kermit the Frog and maybe Hulk's niece, and he doesn't know it.
Was it difficult to make up, Zoe?
Yes, it was, because it's time consuming. And, you know, the first month is challenging because you're sort of getting used to the rhythm. By the 4th month, it's challenging because you're kind of exhausted. Because it demands so much time, it means that you're shooting a lot longer. once you are ready. So it adds extra hours to a very long and extensive work day. But you have to, so there was no hanging out for me in the 5 months that I was in England. I felt like I barely went out to dinner. I would just go home, take like a very deep and hot bath so I can really get my pores to breathe all those chemicals out, and then I would just go to bed and then wake up 4 hours later and go do it all over again. But what made it unbearable and absolutely enjoyable were the people. The people were just the crew, the team, my team of makeup artists and prosthetic people. They were just marvelous the whole time and super patient.
So
and I didn't feel like I was the
experience.
only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing like me except me.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy. This might not be the best idea.
Directed and written by James Gunn, Guardians features a very good cast to portray these characters. Effects, makeup, sets, and music, they're just outstanding. But keep in mind, it's based from a comic book, and I thought it was a bit too long. However, I enjoyed this journey into the cosmos. It's rated PG-13, and my grade a B+. Also opening today, the musical biography of James Brown, Get On Up, starring Chadwick Boseman. I'm going to see you right here next Tuesday on The Morning Blend.
Man, that looks awesome.
It does, and we were talking about this. It's not really my kind of movie, Going into the Galaxy,
Really?
but it seems like it's going to have a wide-reaching appeal based on the
Totally.
cast.
I feel like everyone's going to love it. Chris Pratt especially, he's a real solid actor.
Yeah.
Glenn Close, I mean, who doesn't like Glenn Close, right?
Well, yeah, then you see Vin Diesel here and there, right? He's the tree.
And apparently he only says like 3 words throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, we had the interview on Tuesday where he was given a script, and then the director gave him like 3 or 4 words. He had to use only those words.
Man,
to
you know
tell
you're a good
the-
actor when you can say 3 words and still get the point
Right?
across.
And plus Benicio del Toro, it's like a raccoon.
I know. Well, I think it's going to be an amazing movie.
And then I think that it's going to be probably the blockbuster of the summer, even though I got to
Yeah.
say, I'm thinking the James Brown movie might be.
I'm excited for the James Brown too. You know, it's sort of been a weak summer, I feel like. As far as
that's a good
movies
point,
go, I don't know,
blockbusters.
I haven't felt too impressed lately, but that one,
We'll see if Guardians of the Galaxy change it. I mean, it's gotten the hype.
really looking forward to that.
It's gotten the hype. Hey, we'll be right back.